All right, all right. What up, bitches? Omega Magic is here. Black Fatigue Part 2. You know,
All right.
I've been
All
thinking
right.
about
What
it.
up,
I feel like
bitches?
Omega Magic is here. Black Fatigue Part 2. What the fuck?
All right.
I've been
All
thinking
right.
about. Okay, I'm hearing my echo. Sorry. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna make this a main shtick on my channel, Black Fatigue. Just call it, and the more episodes of Black Fatigue I do, I'm just gonna continue on the sequence with 2, 3, 4, all the way up to probably up to a million or whatever. Right. After thinking about it, you know, mm, while at the same time, I'm still gonna keep my memeish streaming shtick or whatever to cover other shit, and still gonna get around to doing other shit at the same goddamn time. Okay, so my whole channel is just gonna be just Black Fatigue, Black Fatigue, Black Fatigue. That's it. It's not replacing memeish streaming. It's just uh, I'm just trying to build foundation with the whole. Just consider this building foundation with this shit. Okay. To the remaining of my the white audience that still supports me. I don't want to give y'all black fatigue, but yeah, and especially since I received a notice from the Trump administration that my channel might be getting taken down because this shit is getting way too black on here. So yeah, I gotta make some accommodations for that. Which don't worry, relax, relax. I got y'all. I got y'all white folks. Okay, shit. The good white people. Okay, my good precious white children. Yeah. Yeah, trust me. I got you. Right now, right now, I'm just doing some last minute edits, fixing shit as far as yeah. And it's harder for me to do, and it's harder for me to display shit because my other monitor, my that I usually have right next to here, just broke on me. It broke on me like the screen cracked. Like I was hanging some shit on the wall, and the screen like leaned forward, fell forward on my desk, and it hit the corner of it, and it cracked my screen. So I gotta work with the display here, which is really pissing me off. But yeah. Also, I feel like I need to update. I swear, I feel like I need to update my Windows to 11 now because I tried to do that like at least a year ago, and they were telling me about. They said some shit like it's not that serious. Like you're still able to do shit on Windows 10 that you're able to do on Windows 11 or whatever. So you got like time like 5 years, and since then I just never been. I never just never been. I just never did anything about it. But then I'm receiving updates saying that like they're not going to support Windows 10, so I'm kind of confused about that. But yeah. Mhm. And not to mention, I'm gonna get back in the game in tune, but my capture card, fuck. I'm trying to figure out why the fuck I'm not getting any audio at all whatsoever. Because now I'm getting back into Madden, especially going to a whole bunch of Seahawks games and people who are into football. You know why? You definitely if you're in Seattle and you're familiar with football, yeah, you'll see why I'm motivated back to playing Madden. Usually, I would buy Madden every like 3, 4 years. So, and the last Madden I bought was like Madden 23. So it's Madden 26. So yeah, it's time to upgrade. Definitely. Even though lots have fucking changed as far as the controls. Like, holy fuck. But hey, whatever. Um, but yeah. So yeah, let's get more into in depth on the whole meaning and point of I moved it of black fatigue. It's very simple. How the fuck what the fuck can I okay, cool. Originally, black fatigue is pretty much a term that was used for black people to um to express their exhaustion and tiresome of this bigotry in America. But you know, the term, like always, with all a lot of terms black folks create, was hijacked and turned and flipped and trying to be used back against us, as far as basically doing anything while being black, especially in this Trump administration, is a fucking ultimate sin. It's an act of terror, whatever, right? So consider this by way of just reclaiming that shit, fighting back, right? Even though crazy part about it is it's like this. People have been wondering about why the black people don't protest in the streets and do all this other shit. I mean, where are the black people at during the No Kings protest and shit like this, right? I mean, one, there are there, but like we're scattered. You know, I went to one, and I went to one. I think it was back. Oh yeah, Trump's birthday. I went to one, but yeah, we out there. Just not very many of them, honestly. But the thing about it is, here's the thing. I feel like black people we don't need to be protested in the streets, old school style. We really don't, due to the fact that, due to the fact, okay, here, due to the fact that, you know what the underlining goal was as far as black people been protesting, as far as like hitting the streets and what have you not, wearing t-shirts and have you what have you not, and organizing, is to expose. The ultimate goal was to expose the expose the, that racism is still a thing in this country against minorities. With this administration and the way they're carrying themselves, guess what? That mission is already accomplished. We don't need to. I mean, think about it. Who the fuck are we gonna? Who are we bringing this shit? Who are we making aware of this shit? Huh? What, the rest of the world that's already watching and sometimes even enduring it because you know with Trump's interaction with world leaders and shit and bombing boats. Like we don't really need to protest. I mean, sure, there'll be some other fuck shit that happens, and I imagine more is going to happen within the few in the coming future. But at the same time, it's like um, people will figure out what the real problem is and what the real problem has been the whole time. I mean, 'cause slowly but surely, people around the world, and especially people within this country, are actually opening their eyes and actually facing racism. They actually have no choice but to face it and solve it. I mean, like I said in the last vid, I mean, I feel like this is all this that pretty much. I feel like I have no choice but to just talk about race, right? I mean, we thought we were going to move on from race and move on to help this country prosper, getting us healthcare, getting us good, better wages, getting us for college, getting us educated, uh, getting us housed, solve homelessness, and all that shit. Nope, can't do any of that shit. All that shit slowly has to go in order for us to deal with this race problem from white supremacists, i.e., MAGA. Yep, we're just forced to do that. So fuck it. My strategy is this. Even though I feel like we don't need to go on an offense and protest, at best, we need to have a kick-ass defense. Okay? Like, we need to have a kick-ass defense. A defense that doesn't give up. That we might give up a few yards, but at the same time, we have a few corners that are dope. That when they try to get into our end zone, guess what? We could just catch the ball and run it back for interception and get us some points on the board. That's what I feel like. And our strong defense, kick-ass defense, will come in the form of just minding our own fucking business. Who knew that tactic that it feel like it's implemented today will be the best form of a silent protest ever in history? Hmm? And it feels like it's working. It feels like it's working. I mean, they're trying so hard to just find a reason for, martial law, and you should know what happens afterwards. All they need is a reason, a body to give them a cause, and bam. Yeah. And because of our dope ass defense called mind our own fucking business, guess what? It is driving them fucking insane. I know it is. You won't admit it, but you know fuck it is. To the point where they make up narratives and lie and spin shit and rephrase and rephrase and reshape reality and history and all that other shit. And yeah. Which, and guess what? Essentially, it will fail. I don't know how or when, but it will fail. I'm willing to even go as far as to say that make a bet with anybody, anyone, anybody make a bet with me, which is this. One, well, first, the bet is this: Trump is not going to last 4 years in office. He's not. He's not going to last his full 4 year term. If not, I'm willing to bet $100 he's not going to last his full 4 year second term. He's not. All options are on the table, as far as why he won't. A lot of options, especially because of his age, as far as him pissing off a lot of motherfuckers worldwide. Hell, even worldwide, even pissing off his own supporters, which is the dumbest thing ever if I'm Trump, because his fact is this: uh, whether he realizes it or not, the type of people who are crazy enough to actually want to try to kill a president, guess what? Trump has on his side. And 90% of them, I'm willing to bet, are definitely have mental issues, while at the same time they have a shit ton of guns. And who will be closer to Trump? Me or the average mongoloid? I'm just saying, put the pieces of the puzzle together. I'm not saying I want that to happen. I'm not saying to go do that. I'm just predicting. That's just me making a prediction that he's not going to last, as far as those circumstances goes. Or that, or maybe Republicans will get sick and tired of his shit at some point. I don't know when that will be, but I'm pretty sure but I'm pretty sure that they will reach a breaking point with Trump. I mean, hell, Marjorie Taylor Greene could reach a breaking point with him, allegedly. I'm pretty sure Republicans as a whole will. First, Almighty Excludium. What's up, man? Made it before the trolls. Wait. Oh, fuck. I can't even show the comments. God damn it. Regular talk. God damn, streamer has a lot of options. Why the fuck is not showing an on stage? Oh, fuck. My bad. I see you in the comment section. For some reason, I can't show you your comment in my bid, but I'll figure that out. I'm getting back to the groove. Hello there, Mega Magic. Hello there to you, Almighty Excludium. Yeah. I was in the middle of just my rambling. about the political state and shit and making a bold prediction. You know, you could take me up on this bet, $100 that Trump won't last his full 4-year term. Yeah, by many different circumstances, he won't last his full 4-year term. If he does, you get $100. If he doesn't, I get $100. Just saying. But yeah. So anyway, since but yeah, what was I talking about? Okay, yeah. Yeah, basically black folks, we don't really need to be hitting the streets and protesting like in the older days because yes, they're doing our work for us and shit by exposing that we've been right. So keep it up. And not to mention, uh, you can fucking say you can chant Civil War all the fuck you want to. Guess what? We still got time. Okay. Meanwhile, while we're biding time, I guess what I can do on my end is just mind my business. And in some instances, don't get too mad, just get even. First off, okay, and let's see. How the fuck, where the fuck? Now, first off,
Just desserts. We are gathered here today to laugh at one of the most heinous and bigoted people on the internet losing their source of income. Kang Min Lee, a piece of shit racist.
God damn it. Anyway. First off, let's start off by fun fact for you people. Tyler Robinson, the person that apparently killed Charlie Kirk, had his day in court. His trial starts today. And I would like to take this. And I would love to honor him and speak highly of him, but I feel like the best method to honor him is to respect his wishes. Because I'm pretty sure if I were to try to honor him, guess what? He doesn't. He wouldn't look. He would look at me and say, "I'm not qualified for DEI." I guess, right? So at best, don't worry. I got somebody that I know he definitely believes will be qualified right here to honor him. What the fuck? See, this is why I was late. My computer's doing this weird fucking shit.
Express the horror and grief at the
Let me know if
heinous
you can hear the screen.
assassination of Charlie Kirk. I have no doubt that Charlie's voice and the courage he put into the hearts of countless people, especially young people, will live on. I'm pleased to announce that I will soon be awarding Charlie Kirk costumes the Presidential Medal of Freedom. The date of the ceremony will be announced, and I can only guarantee you one thing, that we will have a very big crowd. Very, very big. Papa Perk for Charlie Kirk. My young ones put in work. Person talking out again. And my young ones get you hurt. Papa Perk for Charlie Kirk. My young ones put in work. Person talking out again. Gang violence. Gang I rep the gang. Yeah, I rep the set. Charlie Kirk was 31. Israel oldest victim yet. It's the best. Better than the one. First we talk shit, then I'm singing with my gun. Okay, no one a body. I got pop for Charlie. Walk, 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 walk. My gun sounds like Cardi B. My shooter name is Cardi B. Yeah, Cardi Bethlehem. Big shit, put it through the cell of him. Brother Charlie Kirk. My gun was putting work. Heard you talking about the game, and my gun would get you hurt. Zionism is the crew. We're not like other Jews. We killed Charlie Kirk. We did 9/11 too.
God damn it, ITV was right.
Hurt you, hurt you, hurt you, hurt you. Get fired. Shalom, everybody.
There you have it. Bam. Happy? There. Honored him. The best of my ability. Okay. It's out of my jurisdiction, apparently, because, you know, DEI and red lighting. Yeah. Which brings me to my ultimate talk, which brings me to one of my, a personal topic, right? I wasn't going to bring this up until the last minute, but, you know, it was really bugging me, right? And that is, personally, Black folks, we got to stop being so critical of hip hop, okay? As far as like, it's too, you know, we got to produce a positive message and all this other stuff, and you know, sing about flowers and chocolate and all this other bullshit. Here's the problem, like, and because of that, guess what? Rappers or hip hop has been taking a heat as far as like the degeneracy that's infecting Western civilization of today and all this other shit, right? And I say to you, bullshit. Okay. The thing about it is it's just a product. Like hip hop is not the source. Is just another product of the environment that we as Americans have decided to consume. Right? Like we love whether I don't give a fuck how far right wing Christian, whatever the fuck you want to claim you are. Guess what? You love degeneracy just as much as the average lefty or the normie. You love it. Bottom line, you fucking love the degeneracy. You honestly don't even mind it. Okay, I mean, degeneracy has like has been I mean, there's a saying from Eric Bischoff: "Controversy creates cash." You know, there's other sayings: sex sells, all that other shit. All elements of degeneracy, right? And why? Because it's interesting. It's provocative. It's eye catching, right? Even the comedian George Carlin used to say he loves chaos because to a comedian, chaos is like a gold mine of material for fuck's sakes, you know. No, I mean, think about it. Like, if we did have this, if like I promise you, because I mean, think about it. Why do you think Christian music, just Christian music, you know, and which has a whole bunch of genres like there's Christian rap, Christian trap rap, country Christian, and uh, rock and roll Christian, um, you know, all the other shit, right? Why do you think Christian music isn't as popular as it is, right? Why do you think it's not popular? You know, because it's just boring. It's like, you know, be positive, blah, 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 blah. And all this other shit, right? Why do you I mean, hell, even the rappers that they have this degeneracy label on, you know, like let's say if it's this even this like the Cardi B's, Meg D Stallions, freaking Snoop Dogg's, the TIs, the freaking Playboy Cardis, the young NBA young boys, like they have actual positive songs. But why do you think they don't get played on the radio? Because it's on some real shit, no one would give a fuck. Because it's just lame and boring and shit. Okay. Okay. And to my wrestling fans, think about it like this. We put the attitude era, which is literally as degenerate as wrestling would ever get in history, right? We put that era on a higher pedestal of a great era of wrestling because it was interesting, it was provocative, it gets you going, gets you. It's shocking and shit, right? Shock value, right? So it's not just if we eliminate degeneracy, if hip hop, guess what? Degeneracy dies. No, this is like we got to dig. If we're gonna eliminate degeneracy, we got to like dig deeper, like into we got to get into like the mental psyche of like the, of the American population or arguably the world population at that, because I feel like this effect is spread across the world and shit too, right? So it's a deeper issue than just eliminating hip hop. Okay, I mean think about it like this: even in heavy metal, I mean if you think that hip hop is degeneracy, I mean, I don't see y'all trying to get rid of Slipknot. Even country music has degeneracy. You know, talk about white girls shaking their ass, beating their wives, or getting drunk, cheating on their wives, killing themselves because their wife left them because they cheated on their wives. Yeah, all that shit. You know, even the rock and roll, heavy metal, they got mosh pits. I mean, all that shit, right? So it's just a deeper issue than that. You know, so I mean, sure, we could all wish that, hey, maybe that could that's we could all say here and say, I mean, or matter of fact, I think it's fair to say that, I wish society wouldn't be like that. But guess what? I was looking at it like, yeah, I wish, but tough titty, it is. So that's one reason why I'm definitely fighting for hip hop because shit, hell, hell, why not? Everybody else is capitalizing on degeneracy. I don't give a fuck how ratchet, sexy red is. Fuck it. We'll still fight for hip hop, but we'll just pretend she doesn't exist. The more ratchet she becomes, because I mean, due to the fact I actually have some criticisms that's sexy red and shit, but whatever. But that's one reason. Number two, get rid of hip hop. You know what's gonna happen? I've seen this rerun before, just like I mentioned with Black Fatigue. The term was hijacked by the opposition and needs to get us. Guess what? That's exactly what the fuck that's white folks is gonna do to us. They're gonna just turn around. If we just say, I don't know, how would this even be carried out? Like hip hop was just banned. Like Trump signed an executive order, ban hip hop or rap or whatever, right? Guess what? They're just gonna hijack it and make it their own. How do I know this? Well, they're already starting to do it right now.
Do you think that fathers have equal responsibility to their children as the mother? And if so, how do you reconcile?
We're gonna look at this. We're gonna look at Exhibit A.
Dade County 305, bitch, I'm a real nigga. Car full of white boys, first 48 killers. Put a brick in your face, what you gonna do? Dade County 305, bitch, I'm a real nigga. Car full of white boys, first 48 killers. Put a brick in your face, what you gonna do with it? Ain't Tootsies blew 100 bands, I'm a fool with it. Hey, they say a white boy can't say nigga. I'm as Cuban as these chains. Nigga, she know I got that block, bitch, cause my wrist don't freeze. I might have to ride myself, I'm really richer than these niggas. I'm a track star, money like I play for the Dolphins. White bricks touching fish like the Florida Marlins. Just got a pardon from my nigga Trump, I'm feeling presidential. Got the red eyes, nigga, like the devil. Car full of white boys, as these chains, nigga. She know I got that brick in your face, what you gonna do with it? Ain't Tootsies blew 100 bands, I'm a fool with it. Hey, they say a white.
Yeah, I gotta get my third screen back up and running. Fuck, man, I fucking hate this. yeah, my second screen is like literally a TV monitor, and like it's fucking doing weird shit, and it's really slowing shit down on my end. Fuck. But yeah, hold on.
They counted 305, bitch. I'm a real nigga. Car full of white boys, first 48 killers. Put a brick in your face. What you gonna do with it? Ain't Tootsies blew 100 bands. I'm a fool with it. Hey, they say a white.
Hold on. Yes, they said the N word. They're real. I mean, you're real niggas, but yet the whole song is called "Car Full of White Boys." But you know what? Just let them have it. Whatever.
Boy can't say nigga. I'm as Cuban as these chains, nigga. She know I got that block, bitch, cause my wrist don't freeze. I might have to rob myself, I'm really richer than these niggas. I'm a track star, money like the
Okay.
Dolphins. White bricks touching fish like the Florida Marlins.
I,
Got a pardon from my nigga Trump, I'm feeling
well, I named the
presidential.
clip
Got the
out.
red eyes, nigga, like the devil.
Car full of white boys, hustle in the flesh. Black tinted windows, count money.
Even auto tone. Okay.
We flex, pulling up slow on your block, bitch. If we see a wire, bitch, we shoot at your chest. Car full of white boys.
Whoa,
Car full of
hold
white
on.
boys.
Blair White. Was that Blair White? Wow.
Car full of white boys.
White
Bitch, if we
potential. Got the red eyes, nigga, like the devil.
car full of white boys, hustle in the flesh. Black tinted windows, count money, yeah, we flex. Pulling up slow on your block, bitch. If we see a wire, bitch, we shoot at your chest.
Holy shit. Blair fucking White. Wow. Let me remind you, this is Florigiato Blow, or as I like to call him, Mr. Blow. Let me remind you about the fact that you're the dude that apparently accuses the left for pushing the gay agenda, for the trans agenda, whenever there's like some trans issue, trans person in like movies or what the fuck ever. Or you're the guy that blew up behind the Target music video, right? Meanwhile, you have a trans female in your music video. I love Blair White. She's a trans hero. Yeah, fine. I mean, yeah, she could be a trans hero all you want to, but does the right really feel that way about her? I'm just saying. I mean, because especially since the narrative is they're all pedophiles, and basically she's gonna diddle your kid in the women's bathroom or some dumb shit like that. All the time. Even she said that she has a mental illness being a trans person, even because that's basically her essentially saying being trans is a mental illness. And I don't know. I mean, if even if that's the case, is there any reason why the fuck she just can't detransition if it is a mental illness? I don't agree with that, but I'm just saying, like the average person with a mental illness that is not curable will want to cure their mental illness. Meanwhile, being trans is a mental illness according to her. So, and being trans, you can always cure it, right? So why the fuck don't you want to detransition? Especially since you got the money for it or whatever. But yeah. And quite literally, I mean, the irony is this song is called "Car Full of White Boy." No, I'm not gonna do that.
Full of white boys. White car full of white boys.
No bitches.
Car full of white boys.
Quite literally, a car full of white boys, including Blair White. Ah, damn it, I didn't want to do that, but yeah.
White car full of white boys. I ain't talking on no phones, bitch. I'm dunking the feds. Paint job clean and my seats blood red. Heavyweight number blue hunters in the safe. With the Chevy on the 30s, but I'm Mr. 28. All cash, no fronts, bitch. That's my motto. Trunk full of snowflakes in a money car. Damn. The NBA ain't even seen this shit. 10 white boys rebounding them bricks with 10 fake.
Okay, here. I'm gonna make a compromise. Okay. You know what? First off, I want to point out, you guys feel like you can't say white people can't say the N-word. Guess what? I have a secret to tell you. You could have fucking said it the whole fucking time. I know this, and I know you know this too. I know you know this because I'm pretty sure you did it. Maybe you didn't do it publicly, like they're doing it right here. but I'm pretty sure you said it to a rap song. You know, maybe you said it when Tyrone fucked Stacy in high school or some shit, but you said it. And if now I want you to just stop and think for a second. What the fuck really happened to you? Hmm? But yeah. But according to you guys, you were able to say it. Now you're free to say it. And I'm even conceding as far as like, yeah, I guess you could say it. Now, does that mean you can say it to me? No. I'm just saying, like, if it's in the context of a song or some shit, fine. Fuck it, let them have that bottle, right? And I guess you won't be racist. On one condition, as long as I can say white boy, because I was also told that white boy was a slur, or saying honky or cracker and all that shit was a slur. So guess what? Deep, no compromise.
Mullet redneck, pistol popper. Icy as a polar bear, fancy as a globetrotter. Shirt off, pale skin, pearly whites, gold chain. Making soda too pure, Mr. 28 gang. Car full of white boys, hustle in the flesh. Black tinted windows, count money, yeah, we flex. Pulling up slow on your block, bitch. If we see a wire, bitch, we shoot at your chest. Car full of white boys. White. Car full of white boys. White. Car full of white boys. White. Car full of white boys.
Hey, car full of white boys, packs in a greenhouse, blue face racks with a Glock red beamed out. Paper routes from the west coast to the deep south. I'm good everywhere, the rednecks in the streets vouch. We the OGs.
What streets? You guys are fucking rich. Beverly Hills? Okay.
Paved the way for these YCs, big crack. I had the trap cracking since 2003. Everybody doubted me. I've been spitting fire since Suge Knight. Held Vanilla Ice over a balcony. Kept the doors locked on us, so we kicked them bitches down. At war with the industry until we found some middle ground. Standing at the pitcher's mound.
Is it Mr. Blau Mix? Is he? Would it surprise me?
The ball's in my court now, too short for the NBA, but every day I ball out.
Car full of white boys, hustle in the flesh. Black tinted windows, count money, yeah, we flex. Pulling up slow on your block, bitch. If we see a wire, bitch, we shoot at your chest. Car full of white boys. White. Car full of white boys. White. Car full of white boys. White. Car full of white boys.
Now I started this white boy shit, huh? You mean tell me this thanks I
Oh, motherfucker. God damn it. Ugh. Oh, shit. Let me tell you something, boy. Car full of white boys, god damn it. We got white boys in a row. God damn it. Yeah, this dude is a part of, yeah, he's been to a Klan rally. As far as I'm concerned. Yeah, he's been to a Klan rally. Now, hold on. I'm sorry. Are they doing auto-tune with his voice? Please tell me no.
that we've been through in the kitchen on the menu. Thanks I can get intense, the extent that we've been through in the kitchen on the menu. Wanna quit, but we continue.
Whoa, hold up. Kitchen? You're a drug dealer? You do know that Trump was to kill those guys, right?
Trying to get something, so I'm trying to get you. Did you think I backed down up against adversity? Graduated Hard Knocks University. Personally, I like it super duper kush. The streets want it. I'm bringing it Reggie Bush. Got a truckload and heavy.
Whose idea was it to give this fucker auto tune?
Ship to your zip code, little homie selling elbows on Venmo. Loco, that's just how it goes. Document the incident with my pencil, instrumental, and a live mic. Source wouldn't sell me 5 mics. I'm a white
Full of
boy.
white boys hustle in the flesh. Black tinted windows count money, yeah, we flex. Pulling up slow on your block, bitch. If we see a wire, bitch, we shoot at your chest. Car full of white boys. White.
Who wants to bet that they literally got their raps from ChatGPT? Who wants to bet?
Car full of white boys. White. Car full of white boys. White. Car full of white boys. White.
I'm a YG, but they call me YC. Flow go, who him, not me.
What the fuck? Oh, dude, the dreads? Really? You're taking the dreads? Dude. And you're having him around a transgender? Aren't you afraid that she's gonna shove a tampon up his ass? That way he can identify as a girl or some shit? I don't know, man.
I'ma spot you way before you spot me. I had a Glock 19 before I turned 19. Only crack out of cook.
A Glock before night. You had a Glock before 19. You had a Glock 19 before you turned. Okay, mass shooter. Okay.
cookout on Juneteenth. My little sister cute, I'm trying to cop a Cuban link.
So we got drug dealing, bragging about guns, and talk and yeah, elements that that hip hop has been scrutinized for. Okay, I mean, all this just goes to show that like all the crap that black hip hop has been taking as far as like rap is crap, brother. Literally, I had somebody say that shit to me in public, in real life, right? Because of all the violence and drug dealings and all this other stuff. It's really, what they're trying to say is, I like the rap, I just hate the rap that the blacks do, brother. Just saying, brother. You know what will make rap all right? Just make it all white. Yeah.
Alright, I got Tommy with me. Balenciaga lace just to floss my goatee. I'm locked in, I'm with that. On 2T. My plug Chinese. I'm chopping trees like Bruce Lee.
Wait, you're Asian? You're Asian? You're not even fully white either? Like, God damn it. We need to do a race test on these motherfuckers. How white are these fucks?
I've been legit. I'm too lit. You ain't from Florida, need to pass the.
Why are you kissing? Dude, you're like 14. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You get the idea. I'll give that rap. Okay. A scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. I'll give it a 4. I mean, despite they said the N word, they said nigga, whatever, but I guess it's acceptable. Anyway, go to exhibit number 2. Tom McDonald. Fuck it. Oh my God.
White boys, got it rattling the trunk, boom, boom. Got it blaring up the windows of the whip, vroom, vroom. This that white boy.
I feel like I'm gonna have a drinking game with this shit. Every time they say white, I'm gonna take a sip. Wonder if I have enough wine for that.
Boys, this that 911.
White boys, got it rattling the trunk, boom, boom. Got it blaring out the windows of the whip, vroom, vroom. This that white boy shit, this that 911. Boom, boom. They call me the GOAT, I'm just a regular cracker. I ain't getting any blacker. Born in a wife beater with a middle finger and lit
You
cigarette.
get it. You're not gonna. No shit. You're not getting any blacker.
My face tatted, I don't give a damn, won't give a damn, so most of them panic. There's a white boy in this mother who ain't afraid of getting canceled. Boy, that's me. Boy, that's.
I'm pretty sure your ass is not afraid to get canceled, Tom McDonald. You're not really not. If I was you, I wouldn't be. I mean, especially let's talk about you apparently always whining and complaining about getting canceled or what the fuck ever, right? I mean, why would you want to complain about getting canceled, right? I mean, straight up. I mean, Tom McDonald actually he's smart about this, Griff, right? He whines and bitches and complains about he ain't afraid of getting canceled, and then when he gets canceled, he'll turn around and be like, "I'm being canceled. Conservatives, help me, please donate to me." And conservatives and some inbred hick will be dumb enough to empty out his freaking life savings or take out a mortgage and be like, "God damn it, they're going after Tom again, so I got to donate to him to protect him from the getting canceled or what the fuck ever." Then Tom gets his money, and then he makes another track talking about, "Man, I ain't afraid of getting canceled," So bitch about cancel culture, and then bitch when he does get canceled, and then get money when he gets canceled, and then that way he can take that money and then make another track about complaining about cancel culture. So bitch about cancel culture, bitch about getting canceled, and then taking money to make another track. The trifecta. I got his ass down. I mean, damn. Even though you're Canadian, dude, with you and you're LARPing as an American, making your American problems your problems, bro. I mean, God damn it. At least you're kind of smart about it. I'll give him that. Even though
We got white boys by the trucks. We got honkies by the hundreds. We got rednecks popping trucks. I got an attitude like Dad had when he had a few, like a match in a can of fuel. White boy, but I'm down to get black and blue. If I catch it, it's a rap. You white boy, got it rattling the trunk.
I'm willing to believe that, yeah, ChatGPT writes his raps too. Never heard him freestyle, but whatever. But I would ask Tom McDonald just one simple question. What the fuck about any of this shit in this video genuinely makes this white boy shit? because you do realize like all the shit you're rapping about and then displaying your music video. Because look at this suburb. I mean, kind of looks like a project, I guess, a Gen Z version of a project. I mean, e- like this is all elements from black culture, hip hop, right? That they were the originators of it. So now that you basically just copy paste black culture, hip hop, and black culture, or hip hop, and made your own rap songs and shit. It, but really, but yeah. But now that you done took the elements of hip hop and rap culture, right? Only thing is, you just took that, hijacked that, and crossed out black, and just inserted white. Like genuinely, what the fuck makes this white boy shit? Really, is this really white boy shit? Hmm? Just saying.
Those are the wet, wrong, wrong. This that white boy shit. This that 911. Bomb, bomb. They call me the one. I'm just a regular cracker. Opposite of Marshall Mathers. I got American flags. I'll never be woke. I'm happy offending the masses. I don't feel afraid. Won't be ashamed. Dog, you know I'm a savage. This white boy don't care, bro. I'm trying to get cats. Boy, that's me.
So you can get money. Yeah, great. God damn, these and all of them, all of them have in common. They have like a hate boner for Eminem. Okay, because I don't know, maybe they thought Eminem was really was on their side, trying to infiltrate the hip hop and infiltrate hip hop so he could colonize it and shit. But it turns out like Eminem is actually I'm not gonna say he's actually saying okay, but whatever. And at the same time, notice something. I'm gonna need you to notice something too. Now that you guys have adapted to black culture, in the form of hip hop, do you see overwhelming number of black people just calling you guys woke? Because I mean, I'm just saying, if this was any type of context, like let's say if this was a movie, and let's say they made the next Batman movie, they replace the leading role of Batman Bruce Wayne as a black person, you would say, "Oh man, this is woke, and they're race swapping, and that's why it's going to be horrible and shit." When quite literally, that's what you're doing right now. But guess what? You're embraced. Well, for the most part, right? Mm. I mean, I feel like as far as I'm concerned, I said this before. Like this dude, Tom McDonald looks more like a liberal than I do, straight up. Like if he has a disdain against Eminem. If you put Eminem and him side by side, he looks more liberal or more woke than Eminem is, as far as I'm concerned. So I'm just saying, whatever, bro.
That's us. We got white boys by the trucks. We got honkies by the hundreds.
You get it? Okay, yeah. Bottom line, I'm gonna get sick of his rap because most of his rap is usually repetitive. Okay, whatever. So yeah, those are my two examples. I have another example, but I feel like I'll bring that up in the end later on. But yeah, all they're gonna do is I feel like, yeah, we gotta protect hip hop because all white folks are gonna do is try to colonize it and try to rebrand it as their own and shit. I mean, not only based upon those two examples, but I mean, as far as look at what they did to country music, rock and roll, and blues and shit. So yeah, just saying. Love hip hop till it dies. Okay. Anyway, let's go cover another story. I feel like this will be like the F around and find out episode of Black Fatigue. 'Cause, yeah, we're gonna get a lot of those.
Just desserts. We are gathered here today to laugh at one of the most heinous and bigoted people on the internet losing their source of income. Kang Min
This story involves some Asian dude who had a apparently he had a job at a high, he had like a it seems like tech job or whatever, right? And he's complaining about getting fired from this tech job because of his fucked up racist and bigoted and being a fucked up person on the internet. Zipco fucked up person, right? And he's making his case as far as like, he got fired by a leftist or some shit. Yeah, yeah. You know the drill. What is his name? Who gives a fuck what his name is? Okay.
Lee, a piece of shit racist, posted a Twitter video announcing his
And this is
intention to grift
exposed
on
by
YouTube
the
and other
channel Birdman. Shout out to him.
platforms, and I thought it would be funny to watch this video together because this couldn't have happened to a better guy. Without any further ado,
Thoughts on Zionism? I mean, my thought on Zionism is this: it sucks. I mean, it's another element of supremacy within a. Only difference is this form of supremacy. It comes from religion, and yeah, I'm against all that type of any elements of supremacy shit. So yeah, love the Jews, but guess what? Netanyahu's got to go. Okay.
do.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kangmin Lee, and I was just fired from my job for my conservative beliefs.
Right off the bat, he opens this video with a lie. Lee was not fired for conservative beliefs. Lee was fired because he is a racist and a sexist masquerading as a Christian conservative. I'm aware the Venn diagram is nearly one big circle there, but you know what I mean. Lee is attempting to play the victim in this video, and if you know anything about this 4-foot-tall elf, you know he is full of shit.
This
also has a great more of after school special lesson, right? And that is this. This pointing out that there is a difference between conservative beliefs and his fucked up beliefs that you guys are about to see, right? And I don't know what I would elaborate, but no, I'm gonna just let the video play. Hold on.
About my job performance or my relationships with colleagues. It happened because of the things I've said online and the political and religious views I've shared.
Now we're getting closer to the truth. But again, this framing of, I didn't get fired for my performance, is him trying to paint a narrative that he was fired unfairly. The problem, Kang Min, is that as an employee, you represent your company on and off the clock. If you do something they deem inappropriate, you can be fired for that very reason in each of the 3 states you operate in. Being a racist bigot is usually one of the main reasons people get fired while off the clock. I suppose that because you've gotten away with this for so long that you thought you were immune to this, but welcome to the consequences of your actions. Better late than never.
Right before I was about to head out to work, I got a call from an executive at my workplace, and he opened with this.
The reason for this call is that we've decided to terminate your contract effective immediately.
Oh.
Beginning today and going forward, you're going to cease all contact with employees, and you are not welcome on our campus.
So they told me I was being removed immediately and not to return. The main reason? Because my posts were dehumanizing and derogatory.
What's with the air quotes, Kang Min? Your words are dehumanizing and derogatory. I mean, are these not your tweets?
Let's go down the line. I know you're Indian, but are you really that illiterate? Ooh, this gets Indians off the gate. What else he said? Yeah, not shocked at it. Okay, whatever.
You've said much, much worse. These were all in the last year.
It's clear to us that your commentary invokes language that's derogatory and dehumanizing.
The specific example they kept bringing up is when I called women who celebrated the murder of Charlie Kirk hags and psychopaths. And apparently, that's unacceptable. What else are they? Calling them psychopaths is mild compared to the depraved gloating over the death of an innocent man.
Strange position.
And here's the problem, dude. This is God damn it. Okay. Here's the thing, right? This whole when we memed on Charlie Kirk's death and all this other shit, and all of a sudden, like, conservatives are like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this is going on." It's like, get the fuck out of here, okay? Hey, I mean, after many years of the George Floyd challenge and Trayvon Martin challenge and other black deaths, I mean, you guys memed on Paul Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi's husband, getting beaten with a hammer and shit like this. You guys still even meme on Biden, basically essentially gonna die of kidney cancer. He has cancer. I can't remember what the fuck he has. Shit, right? Okay. And I'm putting it this way. I'm pretty sure if Barack Obama were to freaking get shot in the neck, guess what? You guys will be dancing and doing a jig on his grave and shit, right? right? Most definitely Fox News will be singing the song Ding Dong, the nigger's dead. Okay, so stop acting like as if, oh my God, I can't believe that there's still that people are being assholes on people's deaths on the internet. Oh, like shut the fuck up. Okay. Okay. And just so you know, spoil this is a spoiler for you guys, conservatives. Okay, just a spoiler for you. You Trump's not far away from death himself. And with that fact remaining, what you don't think the left, if you thought the memes on Charlie Kirk were bad, holy shit. The memes when Trump kicks the bucket, holy fuck. Woo! I feel like there's some motherfucking toxic far lefty out there have memes cocked back and ready to upload on Twitter and X or whatever platform in their hard drive and shit. Like as I speak, they're probably typing into their AI generated meme creator, whatever the fuck you call it, their memes and shit. Like yeah, the memes, the shorts, the pair. Oh man, yeah. I mean, if you guys can't handle the Charlie Kirk memes, yeah. Oh well, that's all I can say. Just saying.
To take there, Mr. Lee, when Charlie Kirk himself did exactly what you called these people psychopaths for. I mean, Kirk gleefully asked for a hero to bail out Pelosi's assailant.
If some amazing patriot out there in San Francisco or the Bay Area wants to really be a midterm hero, someone should go and bail this guy out. I bet his bail's like 30 or 40,000 bucks. Bail him out and then go ask him some.
I'm surprised your rich ass hasn't bailed him out, but okay.
Questions.
Said clearly that gun deaths were acceptable as long as his political beliefs were upheld.
But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. That is a prudent deal. It is rational.
Holy shit, Charlie Kirk. You know what? You're base, man. You're base for this. Yeah, some gun deaths, including yours, right? Right? Was it worth it to Erica? That's the $1 million question people should ask Erica. Was it worth it? But she I don't think she might be because due to the fact she moved on quick to JD Vance. And she got a shit ton of money. Basically took over TPUSA and got that insurance check. So I'm pretty sure it was worth it, but okay. Oh, here's another tweet. You're telling me people who didn't want to play as George Floyd in Fedudo, Japan? No freaking way. I'm shocked. Again.
So clearly you are okay with making fun of someone's death as long as you are the ones doing it.
Yep.
Also, you're leaving out what actually happened. You didn't just call these people hags and psychopaths. You literally stated that women should be a helpmate and to have their right to vote stripped away. That's what you got fired for, you low IQ piece of shit. Blatant misogyny. And I just have to ask, do you not realize that you are a Korean? Meaning that if the government decides to strip away the civil rights of citizens, you would be next? Because aside from being a useful attack dog against other minority groups in this country, racist white people don't like Asians either. That's because despite your best efforts to paint black people as the perpetrators of anti-Asian violence in this country, it was actually racist white people that committed most crimes against Asians during COVID. Can't per capita your way out of this one.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Yeah, now I gotta ask Maga. What is it? Because is it the China virus or the Kung flu virus? Have you guys figured that out yet? Just saying.
But they didn't care about the context. So what specifically?
Well, how about yesterday when you implied that women shouldn't have the right to vote and that women are
You say, are you really saying Asians are white, or you consider Asians to be white? My dude. Put it this way to the opposition, Jews aren't even really considered white. And I'm going off of your logic. Guess what? Jews would be considered white too, especially if Asians are considered white. Just saying. But if you keep thinking that that you're white because of some Anglo-Saxon bullshit, I mean, guess what? Half the Hispanics thought that same thing too. You know, is particularly the Latinos for Trump. And guess where they at, huh? Give you a hint: CCOT, Alligator Alcatraz, or parts unknown. Who knows? Yeah, I'm just saying. That's not me wishing that on you. That's just me giving you the
Hags, miserable people, birthers, and psychopaths.
I didn't call women that.
A blatant lie. Let's put an arrow next to each word your employer said you said.
How about yesterday when you implied that women shouldn't have the right to vote and that women are hags, miserable people, birthers, and psychopaths?
I didn't call women that.
Looks like you said every single one of those things.
I know this is unpopular, but after seeing how the vast majority of the demons celebrating the murder of Charlie Kirk were women, I realized that repealing the 19th Amendment cannot be a suggestion, but must be a necessity to save civilization. So because some women were talking shit about Charlie Kirk's death, damn, they lose the right to fucking vote? Damn. Women untethered from good masculine authority become divorced hags and psychopaths with their emotions and neuroticism weaponized for destructive purposes because it is in accordance with their God-given design to be birthers of life and their husband's helpmate. You do realize, you know, back in the good old days, like the Chad wives, like even they talk shit about other people's deaths the same way the women of today that you accusing of are talking shit about Charlie Kirk's death, right? But guess what? They were still helpmates apparently, and qualified basically to be helpmates to the husband and shit like this. But now that they've knocked the death of one of you guys is somebody on your team. Now the demon's okay, got it. Then give.
Aren't you supposed to be a Christian? Isn't not lying like one of the 10 commandments? Why is it that people...
Yeah, you would think, yeah, but here's the problem with that. Yeah, that's the old Christianity. The new Christianity is literally in the New King Trump version of the Bible. You know, you can find that from one of the Bibles that he was hawking off during his presidential campaign, right? And in that New King Trump version, all you got to do to be a Christian is simply just love God. Just love God. Love and honor God. That is it. You could no matter love and honor God, hate gay people and enslave Jews, I guess. And enslave or hell, just enslave everybody else that they seem inferior, which are usually minorities. But you know, that's literally in the New King Trump version of the Bible. Okay, that's it. It's like 2 pages of that shit, and then the rest is just like Trump meme pictures of him as like an astronaut, you know, or as a cowboy and all this other shit. But yeah, whatever. You know.
People that call themselves Christians don't seem to actually follow the Bible and are some of the worst people imaginable.
Yes, you did. It's very clear. We have evidence of it.
Yeah, you can pull it up. I said that liberal women who dehumanize
No, you didn't
people
say
and
liberal
celebrate
women.
that.
You did not say liberal women. You did not say liberal women.
The context is.
There's no context. Your language.
Do you mind if I can?
I'm going to finish.
Damn. To whoever Lee's boss
This boss is not having it. Holy shit.
was. Normally when these kinds of things happen, the employer speaks in HR speak and lets the recently fired get away with saying nonsense. Lee just tried to say he said liberal women. He didn't, and that there was more context to his tweet. There wasn't. This is the kind of person we need in charge of a workplace, one that will protect their employees very strongly and not let people like this get away with murder.
There were a lot of women sad when Kirk died. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, it's crazy.
Kudos to him.
Your language is dehumanizing. You target every kind of identity that's represented. I'm in.
And listen, hold on. Okay, fine. His justification is basically, you know, they mocked Charlie Kirk and he was basically avenging his death or whatever. It's like, dude, you literally, that's not even your job. So what if they do that, right? Straight up. Like I said, when the George Floyd challenge and the Trayvon Martin challenge happened and shit, and when y'all motherfuckers like mocked Paul Pelosi's death, not Paul's death, but him getting bludgeoned by a hammer and shit, or when those 2 Democrats that were killed by some random right-wing lunatic who had like a fucking whole kill list of Democrats on there, right? When that shit happened and shit, I mean, did you see me go and be like, "Ah, damn it, I gotta go to bench them and then call them out for all these demons and shit like this, right? You know why? Because unlike you, because I'm not in a fucking cult like you fuckers are. Like I honestly don't have that type of ties to them. Like if Obama died right now and Fox News would have sing the song "Ding Dong, the Nigger's Dead," guess what? I'm not gonna tune into Fox News, let alone be shocked when Fox News doesn't mourn their death or what the fuck ever. Okay, because at this point I'm already expecting them to be like, whatever. Whatever. At best, I'll just be like, okay, well, fuck you guys too. That would be my reaction. I'll just keep it pushing. Okay. Just saying, I don't know Obama. You don't know me. Like me, I don't have no ties to these people. Unlike y'all, unlike MAGA, I didn't make a politician my whole identity. I didn't sacrifice my whole fucking identity as far as who the fuck I am and replace and we put a point where I would just switch up my brain for a fucking MAGA hat. Okay. That's what y'all did. It does you being stuck in this cult of personality mentality because you're in the fucking cult that has to like ride for your side no matter what. You know? I mean, if Obama got shot in the neck, I'd be like, damn, B, that's crazy. That's sad. But I wouldn't be, but I'm just saying.
Harris, that we're just realizing it.
So the context behind that is the thousands upon thousands of videos and tweets and posts of people who were celebrating the assassination of a husband and a father 2 weeks ago. So
here's another thing you gotta realize too. Let's say it wasn't Charlie Kirk. It doesn't even matter whether it's Charlie Kirk. It could be your own damn mama. They could have a whole shit ton of people insulting your own goddamn mama. Guess what? The point is this: when you work for an employer, you gotta, or at least with this employer, right? You gotta carry yourself on social media as like a competent person. You can't be lashing out and saying and doing all this derogatory, psychotic shit, right? At best, what you could do is you just gotta block it out because you gotta carry because you're representing the company on and off the clock, apparently, right? But they don't fucking seem to get that shit.
context is the sheer number. It was like 80 to 20, 90 to 10. The majority of people celebrating his assassination, someone murdered in cold blood, were women.
Even if that worked.
Obama's a Zionist? Dude, I thought he was a Kenyan terrorist or... God damn it. Fuck.
True. It's not. You think that provides context for you saying women shouldn't have the ability to vote? This guy's a moron. And let's not forget, Kang Min...
And at best, he could at least talk shit, been like, fuck you, bitch, for dissing Charlie Kirk and just kept it pushing. But no, he advocated for women shouldn't vote and shit, which reveals that, you don't value the opinion or perspective of a female.
Himself uses the death of a father as a punchline, so he's getting mad at people doing something he does himself. You can't make this shit up.
Now, these are women who...
And with that being said, should I harass you and freaking should I harass you and talk shit about you and like call you evil and a piece of shit? Since you literally are doing that, only difference is you're doing that to George Floyd. What's that? You said yes. Okay, cool, no problem. You're a piece of shit.
Who are untethered to their family. They don't have good family lives, right? They have abandoned their families.
It's incredible that he's publicly playing this recording as if it's making him look better. First of all, he's claiming to know that thousands of women on social media don't have children and have abandoned their families. Mind you, this guy is an incel. He couldn't have a family if he wanted to, but he somehow has magical powers and knows the identities of thousands of women on social media. Unbelievably embarrassing.
All incels do the same shit. I even said this about Arthur too on Money Street. These guys, like these far right religious zealots, apparently they have the know all, end all, be all knowledge and information. They're the pure ones and all this other shit. Even though the contradiction is you and a shit ton of other people that I ran into in real life, whether it be on the internet, whether it be at the church, whether it be the drunk wino at the bar, whether it be the homeless person on the street talking about the world's going to end, So I mean, I just gotta ask, like, what makes you so fucking special as opposed to all the other motherfuckers that been saying and that essentially say the same shit, which is they are the know all end all be all while being the purest ones of the pure. Whatever. Fuck religion. I hate fucking religion. Fuck.
Embarrassing.
And they don't have children.
You don't know that.
So
you don't know that. You don't know that.
okay, sir. So this is sir.
Suggest that the answer is to
Am I
read the
allowed
Second
to?
Amendment
Am
so
I
that
allowed to
all
finish,
women
or are you
don't
going to keep
vote?
white splaining to me?
What? What? Say what? White splaining? What? White splaining? Yo. I have never ever heard that term ever. White splaining. Let alone ever heard any black person, whether they're left or right, ever use that term white splaining. I'm pretty sure the coons on the right probably have, but I just never caught it. But yo, white splaining? What? Dude, how that? Like straight up, like that sound like some shit that I would expect from like those lib kids on TikTok, like Parker and Dean to say, like white splaining or some shit, right? Right. I expected them to say that, but I don't even think I ever heard them say that. Like, I haven't heard anyone on the left ever use that motherfucking term, white splaining. Holy shit. Damn. White splaining. I might just cop that for myself, white splaining. Yeah. White splaining. Trust me, Eric wouldn't say white splaining. He would just say cracker and just keep it pushing, I guess.
And the anti-woke right-wing bigot immediately resorts to the tactics of those he whines about on Twitter. You cannot make this stuff up.
And that was the perfect tweet to have that open dialogue, Birdman. I'm so tired of people who cause problems and act like the victim. Perfect tweet. Poetic, like planets were aligning with this shit.
To the tactics of those he whines about on Twitter. You cannot make this stuff up. I'm honestly flabbergasted that he's embarrassing himself like this. He's just showing himself to be a hypocrite, whining about racism when he's a wannabe Klan member. And calling this white splaining is insane to me, given all his employer said was that he doesn't know the life circumstances of thousands of women on Twitter, which is an objective fact. This is the funniest phone call I've ever heard, and I've listened to the entirety of the "Why did you redeem it" call.
We can be done with the conversation. You are no longer permitted on this campus. You are effectively terminated immediately from your employment.
I asked for another example, and he accused me of saying that fat people shouldn't exist. What?
I wonder why anyone would come to the conclusion that you dislike certain people.
You clearly believe that fat people shouldn't exist.
What?
Correct?
I have never said that.
He never said that you said that. He said that you implied that. And
never said that fat people should never exist. This is your emotion speaking.
He did not say you said that. He said you clearly believe
Hey,
that.
we vibing.
I mean,
Good.
dude, if
Yep.
you're going to post literal evidence of someone not saying what you say they said, wait, don't do that. You're only making yourself look bad. It's very clear that you have a problem with fat people. Dude, there's basically a tweet of you doing, saying, or implying.
Yeah, fat people tend to take up too much space. This chick, she don't even look fat. But in the same, what's fat about her? Maybe I'm looking at it from the wrong way, but
Implying everything you say you don't do, say, or imply. These are not conservative beliefs. These are you being a spiteful, hateful little piece of garbage.
If you're able to,
thank you for pointing that out, Birdman. And that's the difference, right? Right. Okay. Because every time this shit happens, and they're always like having fucked up beliefs that go against other people in a cordial society, they always tie it to, my conservative and Christian beliefs or what the fuck ever and shit like this. It's like, no, you don't. These aren't fucked up beliefs. These aren't conservative beliefs you have, and they're for damn sure aren't Christian beliefs. These are just fucked up, bigoted beliefs that you're trying to shoehorn into politics, particularly on the conservative side. That's all that you're doing. And when people like him, guess what? people like that is literally killing the conservative movement as far as me even taking them seriously, as far as engaging with them politically, cordially, so that we can proceed, keep this country moving forward, right? Because here's the thing, like conservative beliefs, off the top of my head, um, conservatives, y'all believe in conservative religion, whatever, Jesus, guns, you love guns, fine, and smaller government. So Jesus, guns, small government. Me on the left, I mean, I'm against that. Well, not so much as far as guns go, but at the same time, these simple political beliefs that define each political party that are different. Guess what? You can still have these beliefs in the left and the liberal and the conservative, to the point where a liberal and conservative could be cool and keep it pushing, right? Like we could sit down, we could even have a death match of the debate or the battlefield of ideas about these type of political uh, ideas and keep it put right. I mean, growing up, we used to have my parents would be talking politics and shit, and it would have that screaming matches and shit. And then at the end of the day, they would still have a beer and just keep it pushing. Okay. Hey, never it. Okay. Nowadays, apparently, me being a liberal and if I'm gonna engage with oh fuck, if I'm gonna engage with the average conservative, basically, I have to debate with I guess I have to debate with either the racist that just loves Trump's dick, and that's the best case scenario, or the racist Nazi that just wants to implement Hitler style Nazism and shit. Either way, I will always the argument as far as I will always have to debate with either one of those two forms of the right, the benefits of slavery for me. It's like no, like, and these are the people that I have to find some way to be cool with, like, and compromise with. Like, what the fuck would actually be a compromise? What would be a compromise that I would have with people who who want to argue about the benefits of slavery for black people, huh? To a gay person or a trans person, right? What would be a compromise that they can make with the right as far as they believe that they're a bunch of dudes, that they are just brainwashing kids to go to Dick Filet and get their dicks cut off so that they can identify as women, huh? What's the compromise there? Like, what's the compromise as far as like, like there's the like these fucked up beliefs that are basically overtaking the Republican conservative party, right? Right, cannot coexist in a society that's trying to be a peaceful society. It just can't. It can't even let alone it coexist in a work environment. Because just like earlier, we saw the picture of him with the other black dude, right? And based upon his tweets, has a disdain for black people, right? You know, if I'm wrong about everything I said, huh? Why don't you ever does he ever meme to him about George Floyd? Hmm? Does he ever talk to him about the benefits of slavery? Hmm? Why not? I wonder why. This is also a reason, you know. But due to the fact, I mean, but it's like when it comes to work ethic, like I think people seem to. I mean, people. I feel like this generation, well, seem to forget that, like, when you're on the job, right, in the real world, there's three things that can get you that are grounds for termination. You can't talk about race. You can't talk about sex. Wait, you can't talk about politics. You can't talk about race and sex or religion. These are all grounds for termination. Shit, right? And these were terms that everybody in society, or so I thought, acknowledged and accepted, right? Oh, at least in post-Trump, pre-Trump era. I mean, even when Obama was president, like, dude, I have like two Obama shirts, and I never wore an Obama shirt to work, let alone talk about Obama or what the fuck ever. Like, at best, I would talk about Obama if I really, 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 really fucking knew you or something, right? But I acknowledge that, dude, if you bring this shit up in any type of context, shape, or form, guess what? That's ground for termination. Point blank, period. Right? Do I agree with that? Not really, but at the same time, these are these are terms that we as a society agreed upon and shit. But apparently, when it came now that we're in Trump era, that all that shit's like gone and shit. And work ethic and work norm ethic is just out the window and shit. They tend to forget that and shit. Okay, the same.
At least use your
We have
faculties
a
of reason.
file. We have a file full of odious things you've.
What about right wing trans girly national? What the fuck is the right wing trans girly national? I don't know. Something with I don't know what that is.
said.
Odious, like what else? What else?
Any one of which would be eligible. We would escort them out of the building. My only regret is that we've just discovered this at this point, and that's on this institution.
Okay, so I don't understand what beliefs that I hold, because I don't dehumanize women. I have talked many times on my platform about how women are incredible, that their telos, which means design in Greek, is to birth life.
This man's IQ is so low, it's all.
Dude, you just keep digging. Just keep digging. Just speak. Damn it, dude. Even your context is even more fucked up. Like now you're just diving into misogyny now. Like, wait, what the fuck, man? Like straight up. Okay, yep. It's time to take a dig at Asians. Like straight up, this dude is really killing the stereotype that I've always was told about Asians being smart. I'm just saying. He's like, I never said nothing dehumanizing about women at all. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, sure, I call them hags and psychopaths, but hold on, there's more context to that. I say they're hags and psychopaths because they don't know their place as far as birthers and husband's health pay, either whatever. Well, hold on, don't fire me yet. Wait, hold on, you got to hear the whole context. You're not going to censor me, don't try to censor me or don't be all emotional and try to fire me or whatever, okay? Because there's more context. But I'm just saying, like, I also believe that women. I mean, I also said that women are nurturers and that they're helpmates and they're helpmates or whatever. And it's like, dude, like, okay, you just keep digging.
Almost as tall as he is. How is it that you don't understand what
You're a right wing trans girly national? What the fuck is a right wing trans girl? Okay, I feel like you're trolling me out right now, dude.
you just said is dehumanizing, Lee? It's apparent that you don't know what the word dehumanize means, so let's put it on the screen. As you can see, to dehumanize in this context is to demean a person's individuality. If a woman doesn't want to be a birther, you think they are not fulfilling some arbitrary.
It's cute sounding, but it's trolly, but okay, whatever.
Purpose, which would also automatically dehumanize infertile women. You also very clearly stated women should have their right to vote stripped away, which would further disenfranchise them by removing their ability to express their individuality in the democratic process.
And that's a very important role in civilization. I've said that multiple times. I said they're empathetic, they're compassionate, they're great nurturers and caregivers. That's what I've said. I've also said that men need to step up. I've never said that men are better than women or women are better than men. I've never said that fat people should never exist. That's absurd. All I've said is that
again, he didn't say this. You said it. He said that you implied
that they should take care of their bodies and that they should steward the body.
Oh God! Oh right? Man! Okay.
So I'm not interested in this debate.
And you see, no matter how much I try to reason, this is how liberals think. They don't value diversity of thought.
Here's the problem, dude. First off, this isn't fucking Jubilee, motherfucker. Okay, this is what happens when you touch grass. Okay, you fucking right wing weirdos think that if the world is fucking your fucking content platform for you to just, I don't know, debate, bro, your way out of any and everything in life and shit. And when you immediately shut down in this context, you're like, oh, I'm being censored, I'm silenced. Shut the fuck up. No, dude, this is an employer. Okay. This ain't fucking online. This ain't Jubilee. You're not on Pierce Morgan and shit. There ain't no fucking debate. I mean, clearly, when you get fired, guess what? That means the employer usually has sat down and really thought about this shit prior to firing you. And typically, you never, ever, ever can debate, bro, your way out of getting firing. I mean, I should know. I've been fired and shit, but I didn't sit here and go, oh, well, you're not going to hear me out of my context and all this other shit, man. At best, instead, I've cussed people out, Oh, because yeah, crazy story there. I've done that. To be fair, I cussed them out, but at the same time, at least I acknowledged and accept that I was fired and shit. And moved on. But I just, I guess you could say, I went out with a bang. You know, not poor choice of words, not that kind of bang, but like a bang. Yeah, that boss remembers my ass. Put it that way. Okay, I don't need to. Okay, yeah. Okay, shit. That's the thing about black people. You know, we know about the black people. It feels like with black people, I feel, you know, a lot of black people when they're about to get fired, we already know we about to get fired, and we already know the reason why. All we need to do here is the word. As far as you fired, they'll be like, damn. Well, I guess I got the day off. But I don't know, man. But white people, I mean, yeah. It's like when y'all get fired, you're like, I'm fired. I'll be right back, motherfucker. And I'll be right back with my big homie and hit that big homie will have 16 other little homies in the chamber for you motherfuckers.
Or the free marketplace of ideas.
Holy irony, Batman. How is it that in one breath you claim liberals don't believe in the marketplace of ideas, but in the next get upset that people exercise their freedom of speech by laughing at the death of Charlie Kirk? Besides the fact that you literally do this yourself, that's what the marketplace of ideas looks.
You know, fuck the marketplace. Not Jubilee, dude, okay? Here's the debate that you want, okay? It's simple. The debate starts with your and it ends with fired. It's that simple. When an employee wants to fire you, guess what? You're fired. You, okay, as a conservative, you actually believe in this and you acknowledge it and accept this. I mean, if not, then I gotta ask you, can gay guys get wedding cakes? Just saying. Man, all the government, wait, that's a bad example. I just thought about it. All the government employees that have been laid off from the Trump administration, and most of them, and majority of them were laid off literally because of their political beliefs. Like one dude had like a gay pride flag on his desk, and they literally just fired him because he had that shit, right? Okay, fine. So should they not been fired? Yeah.
Looks like, you flaming hypocrite. It's not just pointing and laughing at the left.
American as a whole, left and right, are all capitalists. Okay, we're all capitalists. But at the same time, our brains are capitalists, but our hearts are socialists. Okay, because at the same time, we will never say no to a handout, but at the same time, we acknowledge the reality that you gotta be a capitalist to survive. Okay,
it's also pointing and laughing at the right. You bitches are the snowflakes now, crying when people do to you what you've been doing to them for years. You unironically use the term white-splaining, for fuck's sake. You love white dick. Why are you complaining now that you're the one taking the back shots? Besides, this is literally you celebrating people being fired from their jobs for expressing their freedom of speech, meaning you should also be laughing at yourself right now. I'm telling you, there's literally a tweet from this guy for everything.
They will fire you, destroy your life, and in extreme cases like we saw with Charlie Kirk, kill you and dance on your grave.
He was killed by a Republican, bitch. Get it right, hombre. And two, your life ain't really okay. Technically, you're doing the destroying of your own life yourself by airing your firing on TV on your own live stream. Okay, so yeah. I mean, yeah, that person did fire. That boss did fire you and shit. You lose your job. However, you airing it out pretty much put the nail in the coffin as far as the quote unquote the destruction of your life. So there.
You dare hold any right-wing opinions. To be an open conservative today in America still means to be a social pariah. Companies and institutions will punish you without question.
These aren't conservative beliefs. These are fucked up beliefs that you're trying to masquerade as conservative beliefs.
That's because your beliefs have no place in civil society.
Hey.
You openly advocate for the subjugation of 50% of the population. You are a flaming racist. You think the colonization and conquest of people is okay.
This land wasn't stolen, it was conquered? Oh, you don't say there, laddie. Really? Just conquered, huh? I'm gonna go and conquer. I want to go to his crib and I want to conquer his place.
When those people being conquered are white people, you are obsessed with black people and you refer to trans people as troons.
True? What? That's a slur. Troons. Really? Troons? This dude, holy shit.
I wouldn't want you at my place of business either, and I think any job you land in the future should be made aware of your positions on these things.
Yeah, because think of it like this. Okay. He has flaming races. He doesn't respect women and their perspective and shit. Okay, what if this company decides to like promote a woman? How would he treat that woman in the workplace, right? Or what if the company wanted to make that a woman his boss? What if the company wanted to promote a fat person to be his boss? What if the company wanted to promote a black person to be his boss? Or better yet, shit. What if the company promoted all three, a fat black woman to be his boss, right? Or hired on or on to the point where their job position will involve working with this guy. Like how would he carry himself on the job? Typically it's bad, and because of that shit, because to avoid all that shit, of course an employer is gonna fire you for that shit. Any employer, for fuck's sake, honestly, any employer. I mean, put it this way. This would be like I don't know. Let's say I work at Fox News and I did this channel and I did Black Fatigue shit and I talk shit about white people and shit. And then Fox News fires me like, sorry, you're police. We gotta fire you. I'm not gonna be like, hold on, excuse me. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't say that. You gotta hear the whole context, okay? Jesse Waters, you gotta hear the whole context. When I said fuck white people, okay? You see, when I say fuck white people, I'm just talking about the cousin fuckers. You know, the guys on the MAGA side. You know those guys. Guys, I'm pretty sure, and okay. And then he'll cut me off and then knowing Jesse Waters, he'll be like, no. I want to hear it. You didn't say that. And then if I turn around and be like, oh my God, Jesse Waters, are you white splaining to me? I'm pretty sure, yeah, they'll fire me, and I'm the one to blame myself. But I'm just saying.
They have a right to know what kind of person they are employing. Your inherent biases will affect how you interact with your colleagues and potential customers.
But I believe in speaking honestly about my values. I've tried to be respectful while also being direct.
Ah, yes. Look at this very respectful tweet.
Of course, I tend to be sarcastic and incorporate humor in my posts, but apparently that's become grounds for dismissal. I don't think being conservative or having strong religious Christian convictions should cost someone their livelihood.
Okay, whether you're being a douchebag Christian or a douchebag conservative or even a good type of Christian, guess what? Those two things fall under the guidelines of politics and religion, and they are forbidden to be brought up at work at all. So either way, even if you wasn't a douchebag douchebag Christian or a douchebag Christian or douchebag conservative, guess what? You would still be fired because this is grounds for termination. Just saying. Like, even if I would have just randomly go to work and I don't know, talk about universal healthcare or talk about how great Obama was or some shit, right? If I did that, I'm pretty sure I'll be fired because the talk of politics is mentioned. I mean, again, there's a reason why the average employer would not allow people to talk about race, religion, sex, and politics.
But you do think opposing positions to yours should cost someone theirs. So why are we supposed to feel sympathy for you again? You think being a Christian makes you special and that you should get to say the heinous shit you do without repercussion? No, it's fuck around and find out time, dipshit. You said it yourself. Freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom from consequences.
It is possible for someone to hold beliefs that you disagree with.
Oh, he's got a switch too. I'm going to conquer his switch and conquer his monitors. Ooh, like I said earlier, I need a third monitor. I want to conquer one of his monitors. Not steal it. No, just conquer it.
With, and that person not be a crazy, hateful person.
Oh, I agree. Unfortunately, that doesn't apply.
It's great. Yeah. A person that has a disdain for black people, it's possible for to have a disdain for a race or religion or a certain type of people while not being hateful.
Apply to you because you are a hateful, crazy person. This is what grifting looks like, people. Blatant lying and hypocrisy because he's panicking and needs to fleece people of their money. So he LARPs as an innocent Christian being persecuted for his Christian beliefs instead of being fired for saying women shouldn't have the right to vote. Like, think about that for a second. He's saying he doesn't value a woman's opinion, so how could he ever work with women at a workplace? His positions necessitate not valuing his own colleagues' input. And even worse, what if he has a female boss? He clearly stated women shouldn't be in positions of power.
Or a female customer, or let's say the owner of the company wants to merge with another company to bring more money and wealth and some shit, and they come across this fucktarded tweet. How does that look? How would he treat the customer, especially? Which we'll get to later on.
This nut shouldn't be at anyone's company.
I just wish that they at least tried to have a conversation with me before viewing me and firing me.
He's your boss, you're the employer. The conversation starts with your and it ends with fired. Get over it, bitch. Okay?
Derogatory, dehumanizing bigot. They don't even know what it is that I believe, but as you can see, they chose to take things out of context to create a fake version of me.
Dude, you have years of hateful, spiteful, bigoted posts on social media. Your boss literally said they have a file of things you said. Are you arguing that the things you publicly post aren't really what you actually believe? That ought to concern your bigoted followers because they're taking you at your word. In any case, you're lying one way or the other.
Because having a conversation and trying to reach a place of understanding is hard. And it's easy instead to dismiss and fire someone who disagrees with you as a racist, xenophobic, misogynistic, transphobic, homophobic, everyphobic monster. They chose.
Even though you dismissed a shit ton of women that mocked Charlie Kirk's death as far as like demonic, and they don't have they don't have children in their lives, and they're what he says some shit about like their fathers weren't in their lives or some shit, and they're demonic or all that shit, huh? Just like that. Mm. Mm. Mm.
Chose to treat me like some violent terrorist that's not allowed on their property or to contact any of their employees anymore. They're more.
Yeah, that usually comes with the package of you being fucking fired, dude. You're not allowed to go back. Pretty much, yeah. Especially if you're fired.
Angry with me calling out garbage behavior than the garbage behavior itself.
This is why you're not welcome, Mr. Lee. You are not taking responsibility for your own actions. You don't see why what you do is wrong, and that shows you are not mature enough to work for someone's company. You are a child with a victim's mentality, which is ironic because you say exactly that about black people every other week. You lie and pretend that you're not who we all know you to be. You're asking for a conversation with people that you denigrate and shit on. You're not owed a conversation. You are, were an employee. That means you do what is asked of you. You assume that because you have a lot of bigots that follow you on Twitter that you are hot shit, until hot shit actually showed up and told you to get the fuck off the premises. Now you're begging for people to save you because you couldn't be normal. You can't call out garbage behavior while being a garbage person.
They're more angry at me calling people celebrating Charlie's assassination hags and psychopaths than they were at the very demons who celebrated Charlie's assassination.
This attempt at...
And at the same time, even in those tweets, you never made allude to the fact that you're calling them out because of Charlie. They made fun of Charlie Kirk's death. Based upon the tweets, it just shows that you're just attacking random women. And that would actually be the proper context that you quote unquote claim that we're not seeing too. Like you would, like any of those tweets, you would be like there was like one tweet of him. There was like a chick eating cereal. He would have been like, "Yeah, you fat bitch, fuck you," or "Hope you choke on your cereal because and you died, so I could laugh and mock your death." At the same way you did with Charlie Kirk. Like none of that context as far as mentioning Charlie Kirk ever was even mentioned or brought up or made allude to. Okay, due to the fact that it's starting to slowly but surely reveal that Charlie Kirk to them as it stands right now is nothing more but just a fucking. Is nothing more. Charlie Kirk's death is nothing more but a tool to gain money and leverage against the left. That is it at this point.
at grifting is pathetic. Once again, your boss pointed out multiple things you said as the reason for your firing. You didn't just call people hags. You said women shouldn't have the ability to vote, you fucking clown. You are also guilty of making light of someone's death, dipshit, and you yourself believe that people who do that should be fired. So why are you upset? You ordered this meal, now eat it.
Oh,
So what now? Well, I know some of you have noticed that I've been absent from making videos and content for almost 2 years now, and that's true, and I sincerely apologize for my absence.
Let's cut the shit. You stopped posting on YouTube because nobody was watching the trash you produced. You're not sorry for not uploading. You have 6 videos in 4 years. What you meant to say was, I failed at grifting the first time. Please give me another chance. At least that would be honest, Christian.
I would post on X in my free time from time to time, but I wanted to live a more normal life for a while off the internet. I was struggling financially and I tried to make money in other ways by working other jobs. I also spent time in counseling, trying to get right with God, because I realized I had been living a life of sin as a hypocrite while publicly espousing Christian conservative values. I even tried pivoting into other career paths to see if that's where God was leading me, but it seems God had other plans. I believe God is using this to push me into what I was already being prepared for: full-time content creation and public speaking, sharing truth, building a community that isn't afraid to stand firm. If you remember 4 years ago, this is actually the second time I've been fired from my job for my social media.
Wait, this is the second time you still ain't got the lesson down yet? Get the fuck out of here, dude. By the way, you ever notice, right? I mean, conservatives always claim that, at best they want to conserve religion because they believe religion will lead to like a stronger family and shit like this, right? And good moral values and shit, right? Well, how come none of them ever like say, hey, as a conservative, how come none of them, it always ties only straight to Christianity, right? I mean, example of this, look at Vivek Ramaswamy. He's like Hindu, right? And I think he practiced Hinduism. I don't even know if that's really a religion, but I think he said some shit, right? I forgot what religion he subscribes to, but it's not Christianity, But when he gets attacked, notice he doesn't say, I'm being attacked for my conservative religion, opposite of Christianity, religious beliefs, right? He'll just say conservative, right? Or if a Muslim Christian or Muslim right winger, if they're being attacked, they'll just say Christian beliefs. They never tie into religion, or at best they'll lie and say, oh yeah, I'm Christian, definitely, right? How come it's, if they want to uphold religion and they're conserve religion because, it's the foundation of building stronger families and moral values and shit. How come it's only Christianity that they use, right? And why is it whenever these motherfuckers get into their fuck around and find out phase like this, they only bring up Christianity? Again, it goes back to money. Yep, money. It goes back to that.
Posts.
Because they know Christians have the most money. Christians or conservatives typically have the most money. And due to the fact they're aligned with the right wing, and the right wing is basically they have a shit ton of money, many different ways to get money, and they're heavily funded, especially, right?
Apparently, he hasn't learned his lesson yet, like the problem child that he is. Well, unfortunately, this is my realm, Mr. Lee. You've been ducking the smoke with me ever since.
Okay, yeah, fuck you, dude. You got fired. Cool. What else is there to cover? Oh yeah, I forgot something else too. It's interesting. A terrorist attack. Not talked about much, but yeah.
Miller, we want to warn you that this next story contains details that are rather disturbing and may not be appropriate for young audiences. 2 Texas men have been charged in connection with allegedly plotting to invade a Haitian island, murdering the men there, using the women and children as sex slaves. Authorities say that the 2 were also planning to recruit people experiencing homelessness here in the district to help them with their plot. And there's also an alleged connection to Joint Base Andrews right here at home. John Duran has been looking over all of these court documents all day long. John, no doubt some.
Haiti. Wow. They were going to invade Haiti and think they could kill the men there and enslave the women and children, women as sex slaves. Oh, wow. Okay.
Very wild and rather disturbing.
I swear, white people, I feel like it's in your DNA. Like, y'all love to fuck with shit. White people just love fucking with shit. Like, think about it. Y'all the same type of motherfuckers. Y'all will go and fuck with tigers in another different country in a jungle and shit and make a whole special out of it and shit. And then when that, you know what I'm saying? And then when, guess what? When the tiger turns around and fights back and mauls your ass, you'll be like, I never saw this coming. It's like, anyone could have seen this coming because, again, that's what happens when you don't mind your business and stop fucking with shit. Whatever.
Allegations there.
Yes, serious allegations, Larry. 21-year-old Gavin Weisenberg and 20-year-old Tanner Thomas are facing federal charges, including conspiracy to murder, maim, or kidnap in a foreign country. If convicted, that carries a sentence up to life in prison.
The U.S. Attorney's Office.
You know, my only complaint about this is this. Well, whoever the law enforcement was, first off, if it's the American law enforcement that seized and arrested them for this shit, I'm giving you crap because y'all should have just let them do it. Because I want to see this. This shit would be must-see TV. Y'all gonna invade Haiti? Thinking you're gonna enslave Haiti with what? Some AR-15s, and you're gonna you go off a sailboat with like 100 homeless people? Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, dude, like, I don't know. Maybe they saw a national on Animal Planet or Discovery Channel, like a segment on Haiti, and they just saw huts. They're like, oh shit, bro, we could take this. You know what I'm saying? You know, they shot their Beth. You know what I'm saying? Got a sailboat and got some AR-15s. And as they were trying to sail, guess what? They were probably playing Top Gun Maverick Danger Zone, you know, driving the sailboat to that island going, I went to the danger zone. Yeah. You know, in their mind, and they're like, we're gonna do this for America, brother. But okay, fine. Like, they should have let them carry this out. Matter of fact, they should have live streamed it. Knowing these motherfuckers, these seem like the motherfuckers, they are 20 in their early 20s. Yeah, they probably would have live streamed it too. And I would have loved to see this because that would have been must see TV. Like, dude, they would get fucking prison raped. And I'm not even talking about from the men. Shit, the women. Hell, even the children. Fuck that. Like, okay, dude.
Office out of Texas's Eastern District says over the course of about a year, Tanner Thomas and Gavin Weisenberg plan to invade Gonave Island, a territory of the Republic of Haiti. Court documents filed Thursday show Thomas and Weisenberg allegedly plan to take the island by force, murder all the men on the island, which has a population of about 87,000 people, and carry out their rape fantasies by turning the remaining women and children into sex slaves.
What? Okay, so basically they're trying to rewrite, they're trying to, okay, they're trying to do a remake of history, even though, wasn't that the whole, you do realize that element of history is the reason why you have the problems that you deem problems exist today, right? Just saying.
Investigators say the two plan to buy a sailboat to travel from the United States to Gonave Island. They also plan to purchase military-style rifles to use in their coup. According to court documents, in January of this year, Thomas enlisted in the Air Force to gain military training to help carry out the attack. Officials say in February 2025, while in basic training, Thomas had himself reassigned from Ramstein Air Base in Germany to Joint Base Andrews here in Prince George's County. Court documents say he did this to be closer to D.C., so he could allegedly recruit people experiencing homelessness to be part of their plot. In August 2024, Weisenberg allegedly enrolled in the North Texas Fire Academy to get trained in command and control protocols. Court documents show Weisenberg failed out of the academy in February 2025. Afterwards, Weisenberg allegedly traveled to Thailand to enroll in sailing school, but didn't follow through with it because the training was too expensive. Investigators say the two suspects also studied Haitian Creole to help facilitate their armed coup plot.
On top of those allegations, federal prosecutors allege at some point during their plan to overthrow Ganav Island, Thomas and Weisenberg also coerced a minor to be in a child pornography that they filmed. They face 15 to 30 years in prison if
of course
convicted of that offense, Larry.
All right. Of course, we will wait and see how things progress through the legal system. John Duran, we appreciate the information. Thank you so much.
I don't want to see one more white creator clutch their pearls or
straight up. They should have just let them carry out the plot, because that would be must-see TV. See two white boys with some homeless people try to overthrow Haiti. Yeah. What else I want to cover? Ooh, another racist fucks around and finds out.
What's up, folks? We are back again. Slightly different set today than I usually have. I'm also looking.
Okay. I'm gonna provide a little bit of context. This is Lily some shit, right? She's basically she's she was, or she is, what the fuck ever, uprising star on the right wing, and she became famous for basically she was on Piers Morgan defending the one woman who called the child the N-word and shit, talking about how she says the N-word itself freely all the time. I guess, right? That was the start. And you go to her channel. Fuck. God damn it. You can see with her vids, just she's an open fucking racist and shit, but what really got her really attention was her doing was her being a part of a trend this Halloween, right? And that trend of just YouTubers going in blackface. She was one of them. Where the fuck is that video? Did she take the video down? Yeah, Black Lives Welfare, white, even though white people use welfare more than black people, but whatever, that's beside the point. There we go. Yeah. Yep. As you see, that was her Halloween costume that she chose right here. Clearly, you can see she is doing blackface. Hopefully, that's just not the thumbnail.
What's up, folks?
Okay,
Welcome
yeah,
back to the
that's
show.
fun.
So last night was Halloween, as many people know, and I decided to dress up like everyone else does. You know, people are out there dressed like Satan and witches, and they're dressed like every horrible thing under the sun. Well, I decided to dress up as something, the most horrifying thing I could think of, which is the black. Black woman, which is a person who is angry and fed up that their EBT card has been declined, that their race card is no longer working in this new climate, and that they're not receiving the reparations that they think they deserved.
Even if that all that shit is true, oh, how the fuck is that even horrifying to compare to like a Satan and all that other shit, right? And like you do realize there's plenty of other costumes you could dress up as for Halloween, right? Like if it's superhero, your favorite movie character, all that other shit. There was even people dressed up as Charlie Kirk, which I argue that's the worst thing to dress up as. But hey. But black women complain about EBT. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Despite the fact that they did not build this country, contrary to what they say all the time, and they are certainly not
It's not what we say. It is what it is, stupid bitch.
improving the country. They are actually doing everything in their power to destroy the country. So I made this stream last night, a live stream, and it's white people that are to blame for the, the downfall and destruction of non-white people. Of course, there's no accountability in that camp. It's just our fault as well.
Yep.
Again, and I want to live in a country that is ours again. And that's what I mean when I say I want America to be great again. And the way we
And you sucking ass at that. Okay, I'll need to go further into the vid, but yeah, she did the blackface thing. I'm trying to find a video, but whatever. But now fast forward, guess what? She got demonetized. And now that she got demonetized because she's an open flaming racist on YouTube, guess what? We're about to see, guess what? Let the ultimate white girl victim tears begin.
What's up, folks? We are back again. Slightly different set today than I usually have. I'm also looking quite overweight in this sweater. I promise I have not gained weight. Well, maybe a little bit. It is the day after Thanksgiving. We got a little bit of an announcement for you guys today. So not our usual content, but the tragedy of today that we are going to be talking to is not about black people attacking more whites on the trains. Shockingly enough, we are actually going to talk about something different. I know that that's a common thread that seems to be happening all the time. But today, you know what's happening? They're trying to keep a real down.
Really? They're trying to keep a real nigga down. Well, yeah, well, guess what, stupid bitch? I know the feeling. By the way, about the train thing, I guess it's about Irina Zalewska. I don't even know if I pronounced her name right, nor do I care. While at the same time, neither does the right wing about her. But anyway, okay, here's the thing. Like, if that's totally happening at mass, why is that the only name you could come up with? Why is that the only fucking name? When did you be name dropping like a shit ton of people? Like little Timmy got attacked on the train, little Zachy, little Billy, little Tommy, little Peter, little Bobby, but no, it's just Irina Zalewska. Just saying.
They're trying to keep a real nigga down. That's what they're trying to do because they cannot handle the truth. And this is just the facts. When you come speaking the truth about certain things, if you're raising racial awareness, let's say, if you are, heaven forbid, pro-white or a pro-white voice out there.
Wait, you're pro-white? I thought you was a real nigga, but okay. But we all know what she means by pro-white, okay? By pro-white means against everybody else that isn't white. Because if she was really pro-white, guess what? She'd be focusing on white people, i.e. minding her business. But hey, whatever.
Which I am, which I always will be, and will always influence my content no matter what it is. They will try to keep you down. I've said in a couple other videos that there is a pipeline of cancellation. So what this is here's the top tier of cancellation. The top part of cancellation is they will try to smear your name. So they'll put out hit pieces and they'll try to cancel you. But we're living in like the post-cancel culture society where that doesn't really work anymore. In fact, it's actually lends.
What the fuck you complain about, stupid bitch? Not to mention you're not really canceled, you're just demonetized. You can say the same shit been saying. You just can't make money off of it.
a little credibility to your name, and you gain kind of a little loyal, staunch group of supporters rather, of people who don't care about the media slams. Okay, so they don't quit there. When they can't defame you or smear your name or ruin your reputation, then they will try to take you off the platforms. Hang on, the dog's screaming to be let in.
You're not taking off. You're still able to speak. You just can't make money. Get over it.
So I'm babysitting my mom's dog while she's away. She had to go down to stay with her sister for Thanksgiving, so that's what I'm doing today.
Oh shit. Well, damn. I'm surprised. Well, damn. I'm surprised you did. I'm surprised you're taking care of that dog, because I mean, I thought you had suffered from black fatigue or whatever, but whatever. By the way, who wants to bet that dog, knowing her, she probably named that dog Toby, only because I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm gonna keep it a stack when I say this. I feel like white people like her love dogs due to the fact that it's the only animal that'll be loyal and subservient to them. You know, due to the fact that they failed at enslaving black people, so their substitute is just loving the shit out of dogs. Unfortunately, there, I said it.
He looks quite awkward and uncomfortable. He doesn't like to be held.
Gee, I wonder why. Again, y'all like to fuck with people. Stop fucking with shit. If he's uncomfortable, leave his ass alone.
He's so awkward. He's the worst cuddler. He's such a cute dog, but you can't cuddle with him. So to get back to the
you probably can't because you don't want to fuck with your ass.
Video, the cancellation.
And mind you, let me remind you, I'm a guy that's terrified of dogs. I have a phobia of dogs, right? So my overall opinion about dogs and shit, on some real shit, I could give a fuck about a dog. Like, I really could honestly give a flying fuck. I really could, just on some real shit. Okay, like I mean, if there's a tragic story of some animal abuse or whatever, I mean, yeah, I'll be like, holy shit, that's sad. Or if my friend's dog died, I'll be like, I could empathize with them, show sympathy, and be like, damn, man, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I believe there's still an emotional attachment with dogs and humans, but still, like, right? But like, overall, like, straight up, like, fight for a dog's rights or some shit like this here. Like, I'm like, listen, as a black man in America, I'm trying to figure in this Trump administration, I'm trying to see if I still have rights. So I'm just saying, man, fuck a dog and their rights to what? Eat at the table at Red Lobster. Shit.
cycle. They try to defame you. They try to take away your platform. When they can't take away your platform or get you banned, then they will take away your means of funding the project. They will demonetize you so that you cannot
Gloria, don't say there, laddie.
make the money that's necessary to continue putting out the content. If they can't stop you then, well, then they try to either jail you or ruin your life through lawfare, or like what's happening to Candace Owens, maybe even put out a hit on your life. Well, I am in the middle phase right now. I was just demonetized on YouTube. Okay, this happened this past week. I didn't announce it because I was trying to appeal the process and whatever, but that's what's going on, folks. I've been demonetized on YouTube. And I always wondered about creators who made a big deal about that until I realized, oh, that's like your sole form of income. Like, so now I'm just making videos for free, and I have the electricity bill for all the billions of lights that's in here. I have to pay for the equipment. Okay, now he looks like he's dying.
Well, it's simple. It's simple. If you have all those grievances, all you gotta do is pick yourself up by the fucking bootstraps, stupid bitch. Then where your bootstraps at? Pick them on up. Come on now. I'm just saying. Are you asking? I mean, what? Are you complaining about grievances? You being a victim? Huh? Is the real nigga here? Ironic, you're the real nigga that's complaining about grievances, huh? Based upon your political, quote unquote, political beliefs, and now you're suffering from consequences. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I have to pay for the equipment. Okay, get down. Just stop whining at the door. Yeah, lay down right there. You got to pay for the equipment. You still have to pay for the people who make the thumbnails. You got a lot of bills to do aside from the builds of natural life there. So yes, I have officially been demonetized on YouTube, which was my sole form of income.
Oh wait, that jump cut. Hold on. Okay, that jump cut scares the shit out of me, straight up. But what happened to the dog? Oh, oh my God! Please tell me that she didn't Christy gnome the dog. Oh, the dog got gnomed. Oh shit! Is the dog all right? Hey, yo, dog. Listen, Toby. Just bark. Let us know you're good.
Aside from a few tiny little outlets here and there, YouTube was my main moneymaker. And I'm kind of stupid. I don't have a 5-year plan. I don't plan ahead. I live in the moment.
You said it, not me.
I put it all out there. I'm an open book. I live with my heart on my sleeve. You know, if I say something, I mean it. I couldn't send.
It's almost as if, if only you just master the concept of just minding your own business, then you can, guess what? You can handle your business at home as far as your financial needs. You can handle your business while still having your business. You see what the power of minding your own business leads you to be. And this is why it's important for you to master that concept called minding your own business. Instead, you want to just fuck with everyone else, particularly Black people. Because if you would have mind your business, guess what? What you would have had a business so that you can handle your own personal business at home. Just saying. After school special lesson, y'all. Mind your business. If you those who mind their business will have a business to take care of their own business.
Censor myself. I refuse to censor myself. It's just impossible. I really tried. I really tried my best. Believe it or not, what you saw.
You literally were that was you trying. So you literally tried not to do blackface and say the N-word a lot. I mean, what happened? Did you was walking down the street, you slipped and fell in some oil in your fell in a tub of a gallon of oil and your face landed into it, and what? Blackface? You really tried. Like you got Nick Fuentes beat as far as the racism card, bitch. But okay. But this is you trying?
YouTube was the vanilla me. It was like the vanilla of the vanilla.
Again, you did blackface, say the word, disparaging black, devoted your whole career on the internet by disparaging Black people. That's vanilla you? Like holy shit. Like this isn't your final form? Like what are you gonna do next, huh? What, actually lynch a Black person? Like what the fuck, bitch? Like fuck.
And I tried my best, but they want to keep a real down, okay? And that's what they're doing. So, all of that to say, we will persist. The truth will prevail. These people think, and in all seriousness now, these people think that if you take away people's form of income, if you ban them off of platforms, I'm sure I will be banned on YouTube soon, they think that can stop the truth. Well, it can't stop people's eyeballs, okay? So even if there was not a single podcaster in the world talking about these sorts of things, you see it for yourself. You've experienced it for yourself. You feel a fear about walking around in the streets that you pay for. You feel fear to get on a train, despite the fact that your taxpayer money goes to pay for that train.
You feel the only reason why your stupid ass feels fear is because of Fox News. It's not Black people that's injecting this fear into you. It's called Fox News, bitch. Okay. Hey, one day, I mean, I see. I'm glad that you open your eyes. Now, open up your ears, and in step 3, open up your mind and put the shit together, and you will see that it's ultimately Fox News.
Because it's dangerous in society. We just happen to be talking about it. We're just not lying. We're just telling the truth. And the people who tell the truth are attacked constantly. My friends are being sued for millions of dollars. The censorship clouds are really moving in. It's starting to get bad out there, folks. It's starting to get bad out there. So if you want to support what I'm doing, because I will always be a pro-white voice, I will always be a pro-white activist. You know where I stand on that. I have started a new channel. It's called Club Gaddis over on YouTube as well. So if you want to go support me, go follow that channel as well, because I genuinely don't know how much longer this channel is going to be up. Probably won't be up for that long. If the powers that be, who have certainly got the call, if the powers that be What's up, folks? They control the tech. They control, not going to lie, actually put it towards something that can help the country. I think at this point, channel is going to be up. Probably won't be up for that long. If the powers that be, who have certainly got the call, if the powers that be get their way, we will not be around for much longer. So what I'm doing on this other channel is I'm promoting cultural values. I'm promoting like Euro-American values, and I'm trying to take everything that I've learned in politics and actually put it towards something that can help the country. I think at this point, we're all somewhat black-pilled. Like, there's a global cabal that runs everything. There are powers that be, shadowy creatures that we now know who they are. That control the system, they control the tech, they control Silicon Valley, they control our politicians through all these different methods, and this is just the facts. And there's really not a lot we can do about that. We can try to infiltrate the institutions, we can try to gain institutional power, and that's why I suggest any young man do. And we can support creators who are out here discussing this. There has been a great awakening in the past year, the past 2 years. People know the genie's out of the bottle, the game is up. We know, we're on to you. We know who you are, we know what you're doing, and we know what you want from our country. And there's no stopping that awakening. So what I can do, I can't change politics. I'm never going to run for office. I don't think women belong in politics. This is as close to the sun as I shall fly when it comes to politics. So I just got a notification on my computer. So I can't do much in the political scene. I did my part. I've got not going to lie. I did a good part in the cultural awakening. I helped to break that glass ceiling of cancel culture and of stigmatized speech and of political correctness. And that's what I wanted to do. I came in like a firebrand and I destroyed it. Okay. I've enjoyed politics to its max. I've debated Piers Morgan about racial slurs on national, international slur. I talking about the issues that have befallen our country. But there's two sides of me. I don't just want to rant about, crime statistics, because they will always be with us. Until we can fix this problem, that will always be with us. But what we can change is we can change our culture one person at a time. And that's what the girls are for. That's what the girls can help do. We can help impact the culture. We're not going to run for office. We're not going to be politicians. We're not going to be the next Uncle H. But we can help influence culture, fashion, art, literature, architecture, style, and society at the micro level. So that's what I want to try to do over on my other channel, is affect people where it can actually have an impact. If people start taking pride in themselves and who they are, taking pride in how they dress, taking pride in the homes that they make for themselves, taking pride in their heritage, that's what I hope to achieve on my channel. So if you want to go over there and support, I know my members on my members only club here You guys got nuked, okay? We all got nuked. It's over, okay? We're cooked. But I do have my membership set up on that other page. So if you want to, go to Club Gaddis over on YouTube as well. I've got memberships up there. And it should be a good time. We'll be back in business. And like I say, it's not going to be the same content because I feel like I've been there, done that. I don't want to just rail on the same things. I want to explore other things. I want to actually change things. I came in here, I've learned a lot about politics. I've changed my mind about a lot of things. And now I want to help try to impact and change culture, like I said, from the micro level. So we're going to be looking at our heritage, society, or the way we dress, because I love clothes, despite the fact that I look like garbage right now. That's what I want to do over on that channel. So like I say, if you want to support me, go there, sign up for my membership. We get to hang out. I do live streams over there. It's a lot of fun. I get to talk to you guys one-on-one. We can connect on social media, all that sort of thing. It's a good time. If you also want to support me on Buy Me a Coffee, it is my website address. Or whatever on Buy Me a Coffee is buymeacoffee.com/Lily Gaddis. So that's a good way. Okay. And in a direction where I can actually have an impact. Okay. Like I said, if I wanted to pursue politics, I would go into politics. I would run for office, but I have no intention of doing that. I have too much of a temper. I'd end up probably going to jail. Can you imagine me on a debate stage with these people? I would lose my temper. I have too much of a temper for that. So I want to tap into more of my feminine side. I want to tap into more of other things that interest me. And I want to take the political cause and bring it to the culture. I can't change politics, but I can change. I mean, people seem to think it was really sad, but I had a Thanksgiving with me and my son. My mom was out of town. She went down to Georgia to be with her sister, she's not married or anything, so it's just her. So she went down there to be with her sister. My other brothers are in Florida, and then my youngest brother
I don't want to see one more white creator clutch their I don't want to see one more white creator clutch their pearls or tell me how they're horrified or how they want to leave the country and how you're having a mental breakdown and how it's too much to handle about what's happening in this country. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing about it. I truly don't. You got a fraction of an inch what it's like to be black in this country. Feels pretty shitty, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Do you know why we're here? It's because our demographic, primarily white men who this land was designed to benefit, didn't stand up with people of color, with our black brothers and sisters, with the Native Americans, with minorities, because it didn't affect them. That's why we're here. There is the class war, eat the rich, yes. This is about the original sin of this country. Make America white again, because that's what they want. Last night I was on a live, and this lady was just heartbroken. She's like, I don't know, like we had, 75 years of progress, and it's all being taken away. And I asked a question, and I think it's the right question. Was it progress, or was it just suppressed? I would argue the latter, because it sure feels like this racism is like a reservoir, and it's a body of water behind a dam, and it's been dying to push out. And that's what this Klan leader is in the White House. He is that outlet for the dam. He unleashed it. It was there. Our neighbors, our friends, our family, they were always racist. He just said, hey, little Billy, hey, it's okay. Don't hide anymore. Take off your white hoods. Don't hide your face. Do it in public. Who were they going after? They're racially profiling people. DEI, CRT, equality, Charlie Kirk, the white supremacist. Hey, if the pilot's black, do I know that they're qualified? Has he ever said that about a white pilot? Of course not. Who did they pick? The most unqualified, bumbling idiot. A convicted felon, caused an insurrection, cheats on his wives, sexual abuse. But hey, you know what? He's white. So when you see a lot of these evangelicals, because I see a lot of them in my family, middle-aged white, praise Jesus, praise Jesus. Yeah, you think Jesus wants a man like this? You think he's a great reflection? No. I'm going to tell you why they want it. They support him. Because they view, when you hear the phrase nuclear family or traditional family values or Christian nation, when was this a Christian nation again? I'm sorry, because I haven't heard one thing. It was founded by founding fathers that owned slaves. They owned goddamn black people like cattle. Yeah, praise Jesus, right? Black people were worth 3/5 of a person. Praise Jesus. Only 21-year-old white men had rights in this country. Praise Jesus. Such a Christian nation. Every atrocity in this country and across the world has been done by a person with religion who has weaponized religion to push the white supremacy. That's it. Look at the Catholic Church. How many young men have been affected? And none of you Catholics stood up. You still go to church and give your tithes while they pay out billions of dollars in civil lawsuits because it didn't affect you, so you don't give a damn. Look at the Baptist Church. Decades they covered up the mistreatment of women. It's gross. And you still went to church and praise Jesus. Look at all the pastors right now that are being arrested for doing inappropriate things with people underage. Praise Jesus, right? But then you hear Bishop Boudet. Kindness, compassion, empathy. Nope, we don't want that. That's right, because you want to make America white again. You want Leave It to Beaver. You want a white kid in a white ice cream shop sitting next to a white cop being served by a white ice cream server. That's what you want. And for all of you middle-aged white people, you are scared to hell that that's going away. And when you hear Fox News, they have posted 244 pieces about trans people since February. Nothing about gun violence, nothing about universal health care, nothing about giving people a living wage, actual policies that would make people's lives better. Because it questions their version of the traditional family. And when you hear that, let me be very clear what traditional family values means. It means white America. That's what it means. They want to put the 10 Commandments in Texas. They want to put Bibles in Tennessee. I'm a person of faith, and I have no right, zero, to push my religion or my faith on you. That's what free will is. See, and those white Christian nationalists, those white supremacists, they don't want free will. They want to push their religious ideology on you because they actually believe this is a Christian nation, because they don't want to take 2 seconds to realize that we are a third world country, that we've never been a great nation for everybody. And that's done through indoctrination, right? You're born in American flag diapers and you wake up every morning and you eat your freedom Wheaties and you do the Pledge of Allegiance. Best country in the whole universe ever by not even a a close measure. Then you feed your pet bald eagle, and you go to work, and you polish the Constitution, and you have 800 trillion American flags. America, America, yeehaw, America first. But see, you don't give a damn about the people that the flag represents. You just care that your version of what America was lied to you, that you went the Truman Show, because that's what this is. You were told it was great, and it's not. Right now, the way that we're acting, we're a shithole country. And a lot of people that are white don't want to hear that. Why don't you go ask black people if they think it was great? Why don't you go ask some Native Americans if it was great for them? Because this was their land. Why don't you go ask the Hawaiians when it was great for them? Because we stole their land. We took the land from Mexico. Hell, we took black people from Africa because us white people were too goddamn lazy to do the jobs ourselves. And for all of you people demonizing immigrants, I don't see your lazy asses out in the field doing the jobs. Why is that? Because you just didn't want non-white people here. But Paul, I want them here legally. Great, let's talk about that. These people have been here for 30, 40 years. The system is screwed up, yes. But you know what? They're not criminals. They pay their bills, they pay their taxes, they have a house, they own businesses. But you voted for a white man who's a convicted felon, who caused an insurrection, who makes fun of disabled people, who's so pitiful that he cheats on his wives, all three of them, 25 women. He's assaulted. The guy wears orange makeup and diapers. And that's your guy because he represents one thing, make America white again. And for a lot of you men, it's the toxic masculinity, right? You just can't admit that you've been lied to your whole life, that America has never been great for everybody. Sure, take out the bad parts. Take out Jim Crow and slavery and the unaliving of Native Americans and segregation and Black Wall Street. Sure, just take out the bad parts and just take the fraction where it's benefited white people. If we don't address this, and if people like me don't speak up like this, whether we like it or not, this is our mess. We created this. Think of it this way, and I'll leave you with this thought. I build a house, okay? This house is brand new. A black family moves into it, okay? Great, it's wonderful. It starts to get cracks in the walls and the ceilings, and it sags. They come in, they look at it, and they find out that the foundation is broken, okay? That it wasn't poured correctly. It wasn't meant to hold the weight of that house. It was designed poorly. Is it up to the homeowner to fix that house? No, it's up to the person that built the house. Us, white men, the only demographic that has never been oppressed, the demographic that it was designed to support. Whether I like it or not, I have privilege. I don't want it, but I have it. So we have two options, people. We can hide behind it and clutch our pearls and bitch and whine and say, oh my gosh, it's so bad. Or we can use it to stand up and do the right thing and to tear down the patriarchy. Because white supremacy, right now, the one good thing that came out of Harris losing was that now we're forced to address the ugliness and the darkness in this country, which is white supremacy. Which path are you going to choose? How is history going to remember you?
Dade County 305, bitch, I'm a real